cards because a lot of his friends are like heavy deck builders. And of course, once they've got their ideal deck, all the other cards are either sold off or given away. And because he's very close to some of his friends, they're more likely to give him a good card than sell it first if he needs it. So he ends up with like these boss decks that they want to fight each other with. And yeah, those are times where like I don't know, I watch on sometimes when they all play. I don't necessarily get everything out of it. I end up reading manga by the end of it, honestly. Again, I haven't played like a lot of like the card game ones. I try not to get into them. I kind of feel like once I'm into them, it's like a trap. It's literally like one of those scenarios where, like, same with figurines. I want to collect figurines, but I know that there's no end to that. It's literally just a pitfall that I'm walking into once I've bought one, basically. I don't know about you guys, but like I've got actually quite a lot of like little figurine thingies here, but they've all been like free collectibles that I've got from something else. As soon as I probably pay for one, I'm fucked because it will never end. So you never played Hearthstone though? I watched somebody play it, but I've never played it myself either. I have seen it. You guys want to pick where I'm jumping? I know I should have brought this up sooner, but basically anywhere on either side of this line. So we've got I to P and B to H. And at this rate, it's kind of like E onward is what I'd make. So kind of like between E and H. Otherwise, I'll just drop end of the line and I'll check out some of those beach towns up there. Phoenix, I'm not sure what you think you're smelling in that bed, but that is a deep sniff. So Phoenix is in his cat bed, the bed that only he sleeps in. But there is a stank in there, apparently, that needs to be sniffed on the deepest fucking levels. Man, the shit that they do sometimes. Like, it's the same thing with, like, if you ever have, like, go for a run, and for a moment or whatever, you get, like, your smelly feet, or, like, whatever, you get, like, the extra body odor coming from your stuff. And the cats are just like, that's some good shit, you know? Like, they've got to get deep into those, like, smellies, you know? So you played it when it was in the first year, never looked back. They kept bringing strong stuff every 2 months or so scaling is bad. Yeah. It's kind of really frustrating when some, like game makers and stuff like that bring in basically like all the tank boss sort of cards that, that was a very gentle fucking landing. Yeah, that just like keep bringing in like the next level and next level. Like it reminds me of like some animes where like there's basically like no end to the limit of where this fucking anime is ever going to stop because there's always something more powerful. There's always something more motivating and it just kind of keeps going up from there. That's why I struggle with some animes actually. Also, in case you didn't know, Moose, I've got spicy weapons enabled. So basically, if you type in !weapons list, it'll come up with a list of weapons that you can choose bit redeem for me to have to try to find and use to get kills. I'm pretty sure it's still rolling at the moment. Yeah, spicy weapons. That's what I call it anyway. It's basically like when I don't get the full choice of what weapons I'm picking up. So they're a little bit spicy, you know? I'll grab that as well. Habanero cannon. Oh man, could you imagine? Like, I don't know. It sounds kind of good. Oh, a DBS. Ooh. Yes. Come with me. I was just about to like fucking bust into Adventure Time then. All right, let's get, since I don't want to swap over my back, give me the other one back. It was a better color. And I'm just going to stabilize my mic for a second while Azula decides to climb over my desk protector that fucking supports it. There we go. Yeah, no, I don't know why, but every so often Azula just decides that she's got to get up and stretch. And when she does that, she walks over the desk cover that basically is where my microphone sits. And so, yeah, it shakes it and distorts the audio for a moment. Okie dokie. I'm not that far from the circle, but I've got to go through mansions, so that's not ideal. I've got a superpowered short range and a pretty fucking OP, not really OP, but OP enough long range for me. Let's go outside. I don't need whatever the fuck was on the second floor of that. I don't need anything of what was in the other buildings either. It's probably drugs, and I've left them all behind. You know, it happens. It does happen. Come on, let's run. Yes, I don't know why I call it spicy weapons. I just kind of like wanted to give it a name that allows it to stand out, that whenever you guys see it as a stream is listed, you know, or a video is listed as like a spicy weapons enabled or something like that, like you know it's the night to come in and throw down your bit redeem points and stuff like that and make it difficult or make it interesting or fun or whatever. You know, you get to have your pick, and in the best case scenario is I kill somebody with the gun that you asked me to like roll out with. Like I've got so far like 2 kills with one of the guns that Grimm's asked for. There's been like a dozen that I just haven't found, or I have found and then died. There was that one exchange with Grimm where he asked me to go and punch the polar bear instead, and that's also fine. Good old Vikindi map, adding in polar bears and whatnot. Come on, you can run properly. Go for it. She's thinking about running, but she's not. She's like maybe thinking about running. There's a lot of activity over here, and it's a combination of it's mansion and prison. So both of those, I don't know what it is of mansion, but it used to be a location where people just wanted to fucking drop. And honestly, you don't get that great loot from it. It's really super exposed, and it's, I guess, just a quick hot drop area. But at the same time, like, I don't know, there's just not that great a shit from there. Prison, I get. Prison's like multiple different floors. You can get some like really good like tier 3 sort of stuff. I get that. But unless Mansion's kind of stepped it up to that, maybe it has. I haven't been really in here for a while. So let's find out. Either way, I've got caught out so many times by that fucking fence. Like literally just running up to it and dying. Unintentionally, of fucking course, but you know, I turn around and I get pinned with the fence. Hello. Let's get in there. So I also would like to eventually sneak up on somebody and pan them. I would like to be able to fisticuff somebody, and what's the other one I gotta do? I gotta get a couple more crossbow kills to complete my achievement list for PUBG. I've got basically everything else. I feel like if I go around that way, I'm too exposed. Now, they're upstairs? Are you upstairs in my building, though? Or are you upstairs in the next one? Because you kind of sound like you're in this one over here. Oh, man. I'm just going to peek around in here. Yeah, you are in that one. Oh, there's somebody over there. What up? Come on. Oh, God. And there's a fucking fly thingy going over the top. Or taking off right next to me. Yeah, that's not concerning. I don't have the lung power to zoom in that hard. What the fuck? Alright, well that thing's going somewhere. Let's see. Stun grenade? Yeah, we could use that. Oh my god, it's the gun that Grimm fucking wanted. Let's pick it up anyway. I couldn't get it in your match. And I punched a fucking bear instead for it. Yeah, so this little snow gun is mine for it. And it's actually quite fucking strong. It's a slow reload. I'm still going to try to, like, I don't have to, but maybe kill somebody. Oh, hello. I see you barely. Come on. Fine, I won't zoom in. I can fucking barely see this guy. No, mate. What are you doing? Yeah, you're down here. Come back here. I feel like I was killing somebody. Ah, you were killing somebody. That's fine. I'll go around here. Oh, God. That was like fucking grim. Hunting, was it the boar? You know that fucking boar that you massacred? There was one shot and it was gone. Alright, I'm gonna get a little bit of health. Where'd you go, mate? Look, I'll go around. Pull the old Swifty and go this way, but I need some health. Oh, man. I feel like I'll meet you around this side, yeah? Or I could go through the house. That also works. Maybe there's a healthy thingy in here. I feel like you should be over here. It was a helmet that went. But where are you? Did you stay? Oh, welcome back, room. I'm just having the absolute fucking shit scared out of me. Oh, fuck. And I'm out of the zone, too. Do I have a grenade? I've got a stun grenade. Let's
Fatality.
Fuck and hell. Who was... Monkey! Jesus Christ! You scared the ever-loving shit out of me. Holy hell. And that gopher is judging you for it as well. Everybody knows what you did. I don't know where this guy is now, but grenade. Alright, I'm going to use that as cover. Cheeky monkey? No, just fucking holy shit monkey. Like, holy fuck. Yeah, so for anybody that is not aware, when I stream PUBG, you guys hear the game as it is, all the normal volumes. I hear it absolutely max capacity on my headset. Alright, hold up. I'm not going to survive if he hits me again. There he goes. Oh, man, I was trying to get to a tree. I'm like, if I could turn around and kill him. Yeah, so my volume is at maximum capacity.
God!
Sweet Jesus.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Yeah, so basically, channel redeems, bit redeems, everything is horrifyingly loud for me at the moment. So there's a good chance of just scaring the ever-loving shit out of me with just, like, the normal stuff. What have I got in here that's highlighted? Edit? Yeah, alright. I got something. Oh, yeah? I'm still not going to put something on that banner. Not my thing. My banner's very basic. I would actually like to see how my character's looking at the moment. Where is it? Yeah, here. Yeah, so that has gone up by a fair bit, actually. The, what, 330? I'm still nowhere near 200, but I also used to have, like, full-time fucking jobs, so it's not like I really had all the spare time to play it, except for that Easter where I played it for 4 fucking days straight without sleep. And got my rank up to, like, 2,200 or whatever within what the fucking world. That was a wild weekend. I think if I actually played this properly, if I actually wanted to play this properly, and if I wanted to actually play it, like, consistently, I could probably be a much higher rank and a much more skilled player, but fuck that. I just like doing silly shit. Like seeing the explodability of a roach armored vehicle, for instance. That's always awesome. That was epic, honestly. I am so fucking glad I've got a couple of clips of that. Because, my god, was that stupid. Also, where are we going? Oh, yeah. So, it's been setting me on fucking angles all night. It makes it so hard for you guys to pick, like, a letter combination on the map. Anywhere from I to P, B to H. Because it's diagonals, it makes it very difficult to say that I'm only out by about 1 or 2 squares, because as it gets further down, one section is not quite as strong as the others. But yeah, otherwise, I might check out, like, this town, or I'll see how I can fly. Maybe I can get into this wetlandy area. I'll try that. Unless somebody calls for a landing location, I'll go with that. What's it? Looked a bit sound loud. Very... what? What, for the free real estate, or me not having its free real estate? Because I want its free real estate, but I can only have so many sound alerts. I am adding stuff in. It's... What's it? I don't have it. I have it in my, I was going to put it as bit cheer, and then I couldn't add it because it wouldn't let me. God only knows what reason. I couldn't tell you. Twitch said no. Yeah. I don't know why. Honestly, it's one that I really wanted because I say it pretty fucking often. I know, right? Yeah, so I tried to add it. It was one of the ones I tried to add and it would not work. You know how I was talking earlier about how sometimes when I make cheers and stuff, it fucks up or doesn't play it properly. Like I'll sometimes get video and no audio or choppy audio and choppy video, whatever. Right. So I really put some serious work into like fixing that. And as a result, there's a bunch of them that just do not work. And I just don't know why. And all I can think of is like literally there's people that use like the cheers and stuff like that through some other program. I just don't know what it is that allows it to work. But yeah, I often say it's free real estate. Like I look at things so much. Like for instance, when I was putting like blocks and spikes and stuff like that down, like that's the most common fucking thought that goes through my mind, especially when I was planting the trees the other night. Oh man. Why aren't I wearing the backpack? I'm like, I don't have enough space. There's a backpack. Sweet Jesus. My brain is there. It's struggling tonight with the tiredness, I think. It's doing it right though. It's been doing okay for like most of the stream. Oh, drugs. There we go. Finally got some drugs. Let's get that on there. Yeah, 4 times scope will be better on the long distance thing and that. And I actually do need to check where this fucking circle is. I'm in it. Yay. That happened. That can go on my gun. Oh, and a gun butt. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, none of that. It's normally when you play DMC and you're looting somebody that plays in your mind. It's so fitting. Yeah. Oh, man. There's so many things that play through my mind when I do certain actions. Like sometimes I'll say them because like I know what I'm thinking and I need to say it, which fucking reminds me, I need my jumper on. Hold up. I was cold last match before I died and I forgot to put it on. I have my heater on. It's just, I'm fucking cold. There we go. My jumper is fucking stone cold, but whatever. I'll warm up eventually. I've got the opportunity to take some more of this with me. It's too rare not to take it. Oh, man. I swear, like, I do not retain heat. Like, you guys keep making jokes about, like, the vampirism and stuff like that. And fucking, was it Vampire Ferratu? And I'm, like, I can't fucking honestly deny it. Because, like, I legitimately am always cold in winter. And yet I struggle to go out in the sun in summer. So, you know, story checks out as far as I'm concerned. That could go out of my inventory. And we'll stop that for that. It's not as much bullets, but it'll be fine. Did I put that on? Yes. And you don't normally speak what goes on your mind, so it's random. Yeah, no, I honestly, like, there's so many times where I'm thinking something. Like, have you guys ever talked to somebody where, like, out of the blue, they'll just talk about, like, I don't know, purple banana yogurt? And you're like, the fuck did that come from? And you're like, look, I've been at this for like an hour and that was the conclusion my brain came up with. Like, take it or leave it. And you're like, this one's a really weird person. But it's like in the head, like you're just sitting there having all these fucking thoughts. This train of thought that's been going for like the solid hour. And that's where you ended up. And that's the best you can do. Honestly. That's kind of sometimes what I do. I'll just be like thinking away. Like there's so many times where I have to like bring myself into active thought because like sometimes I'm just like, I don't know, AFK. And mentally, I'm just like, yeah, I don't need to be here. Just autopilot for like 10 minutes, buddy. You'll be right. We'll sort the shit out later. Whatever the discrepancy is, we'll pair it back up. And yeah, I just like come back and I'm like, the fuck is going on? But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where like sometimes I'll say something like, you know how sometimes you guys will say like phrasing after I say something and I'll be like, look, I don't even know what I said. And yeah, I'll actually go back and like listen to that part of my vault or something just to learn what the fuck I actually said in that moment. And sometimes I haven't actually said anything. Especially Bless trolls me a lot with that. He'll often say phrasing and I haven't said anything at all. And I think he's just saying it for the sake of the Archer meme. And yeah, I'm just sitting there like scanning through like the last like 5-10 minutes to see if there's anything.
Me. Go on.
Yeah, no, I know. Oh man, Pan, yes. Yeah, I sometimes like listen back to stuff to like see what the fuck was going on in that conversation because some conversations also fly past my brain so quickly. I'm just sitting there and I'm like, everything's going like a mile a minute. But now we're in some other conversation. And it's no longer about that. Did I say purple yogurt or blue yogurt earlier? Because I don't fucking remember. It's like that. It's honestly like that. It's like, oh, I would have to go back to find out what fucking color I specified. I feel like it was purple, but now I feel like it might have been blue. Either way, it's not important. Or is it? I don't know. It's probably not important. Yeah, no, if I could make more, I would love to make more fucking sound redeems. Like just channel redeems, like not ones that have to be like paid for or whatever. I'd love to do that, but I can only have 10. It's really frustrating. You know, you have a problem when I'm talking, I use combine 2 words together. It's a mistake. And short mission is shushin. And I don't think I have that since playing with friends. Is it supposed to be a fraudulent slip or something like that? I can't say the thing. It's on like the edge of my brain. I can't get it. It's like fraudulent slip or something like that, but it's not that. It's supposed to be when you're thinking a word and you say the word instead of what you were starting to say. And you end up with 2 things. It's like Badong and Gnabit from fucking Kung Pao. Like at first you guys thought I was saying saucy words, and then I clarified it 100% with a show that everybody needs to watch because it's so fucking awfully good. It's awful and it's good. It's Gnabe. So yeah, deal with it. Yeah, the Freudian slip. Thank you. I was close and off by a mile all at the same time. I hate when I can think of something and I can't think of it in the moment. Like my brain just won't let me say the thing. I almost sometimes wonder whether or not my head's like scared that I'm going to say something embarrassing instead, and it's just like no, let's just not say anything. And I'm like no, let's try, and then I like fuck it up extra hard. It's just you combining 2 words together by mistake. Are you sure? Because you could be as awesome as Kung Pao. Honestly, I fucking that movie is shit. Just let me clarify that it is actually shit, but it's so good in the sense that it's shit. In the capacity that the movie is crap. It's basically like really bad lip syncing dubbing of like a movie that's basically also superimposed characters in the place of the main characters of the thing and changed the whole story and changed it into this like weird timeline where they're fighting somebody called Evil Betty or who just wants to be known as Betty. And it's a very, very like powerful like dude who just wants to be known by Betty. Yeah, it's good shit. Nothing better than a good monkey. I mean, so long as you've got your fiber down, monkey, that's important. Fiber down and out. I also want like was it Bravo 6 going dark, and I'd love to have flashbang. Those are 2 that I'd enjoy having as well set up, but I can't set them up. I think I need something. I think I need to have, was it live 2D or something like that to be able to use it. And there's another one as well. I saved it. The what do you call it? The shortened word for it, whatever the fuck that is, spells out tits. So yeah, I'm not joking. I've got it saved. But the problem is that it works with OBS, and I don't use OBS. I do like the creativity of the person that made it, that decided to make it into that. I mean, if you're going to name something, you might as well name it something that you enjoy, right? But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, they did a pretty bang up job of the program. It allows you like pat the streamer or throw things at them or like splash them with water and all sorts of shit. The only problem is that I'm a PNG tuber and VO fucking mini doesn't work with it, which is a shame. But yeah, maybe eventually one day. Maybe eventually one day when you guys want me to get hydrate, you can literally like throw water in my face instead. I'm sure there's a few of you guys that would genuinely fucking enjoy that. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I look into all this stuff. I've got like ideas and plans and stuff like that about the channel over the long run. I've just got to figure out how to do it, especially since I don't use OBS. Like, basically, the only reason why I'm not using OBS, apart from the fact that I find that like its settings just won't fucking stay. Whatever I set it, it won't actually fucking save it properly. So I'm constantly having to like redo shit all the time. The other thing is that, like, yes, there's a whole shit ton of like tutorials and like stuff set up for it, but at the same time, like, I cannot get the microphone not to pick up my chair, absolutely having a creaking fucking time because my chair is broken. So it creaks every single time I move. Of course it does, right? But you guys don't need to hear my chair going off every second, especially when I get spooked. Like it's already scary enough that like I go like flying around and stuff like that. There's a lot of people do have problems with OBS. Yeah, look, I sometimes wonder, sometimes some programs I have real serious difficulties with, and no matter how hard I try to work with them, the core of whatever is wrong just doesn't improve. Uh, you never heard the chair? That's because I'm using Twitch Studio. And it has a noise gate that activates when I start speaking and when I finish speaking based on my volume of talking. And then anything that's outside of that or classified as, what do you call it, like background noise, it tunes out. So, yeah, that's why I use it. It's really good for it. Maybe if my chair wasn't like all over the place and my cats weren't like screaming at the microphone every other day, I would consider using a different one. But I figure you guys don't want a cat coming over and like literally screaming in your ear if you've got, your headset and stuff like that. Also, thank you for the stretch too. I was just stretching while I was explaining that. So there's definitely stuff going on here. Oh, I've got to go that way. Well, Azula wants to feed me, but she doesn't meow for it. She just like, what the fuck? Okay. That happened. Oh, there was another guy to my side here. I know, right? I'm like, I never even fucking knew that guy was there. Yeah, no. Fucking hell. Yeah, no, Azula doesn't make much noise about when she's hungry until it's like maybe like you're supposed to be up feeding her. The rest of the time, she just goes straight into her bed and starts pouring at, the bed, being like really sooky and cute. It's very sweet. But yeah, Phoenix doesn't really ask for food. He's not a breed of cat that fucking wants to eat for some reason. He'll eat. He just doesn't enjoy it. So yeah, he'll eat. He makes more noise because he wants actual attention. Like this morning when I was recording the song, I had to shut my computer room door for, God forbid, a couple of hours. And the cats just fucking went mental. And I'm like, I'm literally inside the room. You know I'm inside the room. I've acknowledged that I'm inside the room. And they just went fucking ballistic. And eventually when they did get in, they were just everywhere all over me. And I'm like, oh, for God's sake. I was literally gone for like an hour or so. And I wasn't even outside of the house. Like, yeah, fucking separation anxiety on my pets is strong. I think I give them like maybe too much fucking love and affection. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but if I want space, I don't get it. What's it? It does allow you to swear at people during work meetings if I'm quiet enough. All right. Yeah, no. Fucking Twitch would probably allow you to get away with that if you're quiet enough. Yeah. OBS does not. Like I I really did work really hard with OBS to try to get the tuning right for when it would and wouldn't start. And it just wouldn't do it. Like it always like even somebody commented that like I sound very very close to the mic on OBS versus Twitch. And I'm the same distance. It just is that much more fucking zoned in. And I can't like scale it back. Like I can't fucking scale it out. But yeah. Like nothing changes about my voice. It's just at the point where, you know, if a cat meows, it's not going to necessarily always pick it up unless I'm already talking. Is that with your new mic, you sound much cleaner? Yeah, well, that and the fact that I don't know what game I was playing, but I had to turn up the gain as well, extra on top of what I already had it up. And that's when you guys started commenting that like I was very, very easy to hear. And it was basically same as if I was like there with you. So that's when I knew I'd got the right tuning for it. That's why like with the fucking with Twitch, like my tuning for my microphone is perfect. Like I sound like I'm here with you guys and it's exactly how I sound. But OBS is kind of like, you know, when you get like a phone call and you got like a little bit of a tinny noise to it, kind of like that. It's something